Today's the day I fix my chicken coop fence. Tired of escape artists out here getting out every single time I look outside. We got chickens out. Last night Clark and I had to come out 2 times to bring them back in, and I'm surprised they're in right now as far as I can tell. But this fence isn't the one I'm talking about. This one was replaced very recently and looks great. I'll show you what I'm fixing because it's rough. This was installed when the previous owners lived here, and I don't know how long it had been there when that happened, so it could have been a while. But if you come out back here, most of the fencing, especially down at the bottom, is just completely like broken. Actually, you know what? Tom is out. Here she comes. If you're wondering why she's named Tom, Clark, man. We'll not even worry about Tom at this point because all the fence is going to come off and eventually he or she will be able to get back in. I'm going to have a little bit of a challenge with that because I'm going to have to take this fence off while I'm putting the new one on, and these guys are going to be very tempted because chickens are very much like cats. Small brains, very curious, also very pettable, but they don't let you, just like cats. So anyways, this all needs taken out. I got 150 feet of fence to stop this from happening. Luckily for me, I do have my faithful helper. I was gonna say servant. You're not my servant. This is my assistant, Roxy Bear, out here. She's gonna be helping out. It's a little hot. Got out a little late today. I should have did this first thing this morning when it was nice and cool, but we're gonna sweat a little bit, but we're gonna get this all done. Taking this all the way down to there, as far as 150 feet will reach us, and I think it's going to be plenty because I did some math, I did some measuring, and this is what we're putting in. I've got 3 of these babies, so I'm going to film some of this. Filming something when you're doing it like this makes a job take about 3 times as long, and I'd like to get this done as soon as possible, so I'll give you a little bit here and there and I'll show you what it looks like and what's happening. But yeah, I don't know how many people are gonna be interested in this, but yeah, I film everything I do. So here's today's operation: fixing the fence and keeping the chickens in. Let's get to work. First thing you gotta do is take all these clips off. And they got these twisted around here really good, actually. Whoever did this was thorough. I kind of appreciate that, but I also kind of don't, because it's gonna be a whole process taking all these off. You can see how many posts we have, and they've got 3 of them on each post. So that's the first thing we'll do. Hot out here, isn't it? Getting huffle-puffed. I might be in luck over here because I think they just have this wrapped around. All right, it begins. Wow, that's really under the mulch there. You're gonna come through? I'm finding all kinds of creative places to put my camera while I'm doing this. Right now you're on top of my electricity box, or my meter, I guess it is. The easy way to handle this fence is just to do a cut every so many feet, and then it makes it easy to dispose of the old fence. Last time we took this to the recycling place, and I think I made $5 getting rid of it. I just kind of step on this like this to flatten it, make transportation easily. But yeah, that was 20 feet of 150 feet that I need to do. I think what I'm going to do is unravel the next 10 feet. That'll be 30. Then I'll bring the first 50-foot roll out and start bringing that out. And then when we start doing the chicken area where they can escape from, I'll do 10 feet at a time, and hopefully me being there and kind of messing around will keep them away, so we can keep them in. Because the last thing I want to do is undo this entire fence and then they're just like, bye y'all, living across the street, going out in the road. We free ranged before, we've seen it all. So I'll keep on keeping on and listen to some podcasts while I do it, and I'll update you here once I have this little section out and the new section started. The chickens haven't quite realized yet that the corner's open and they could escape, so that's a good thing. Got my new fence out here, which for future reference for myself, this is yard guard, 48 by 50 foot, 16 gauge wire, which I think might actually be, I guess it's the same as what I was just using. So this is 50 feet of it, which will get me down to that post that's beyond that one right there on the corner. And yeah, that's one of 3 we'll be doing today as we go around the outside of the chicken yard. Think about the person that installed all of this, because this goes the whole way around our yard, and you may be wondering, like, why do you need this around your entire yard? Well, it's kind of nice when you have a dog. I think that's why they did it. Previous owners was because they had a dog and they didn't want him running all over the neighborhood, and it's nice when you can let your dog out and not worry about it, like them going out into the road or anything like that. So I'm happy to have it, and it's just going to require some maintenance here and there after all these years of it being out. And that's what we're gonna do. Eventually I'll probably do the whole darn yard, and it's gonna suck, but for now I just want to get the chicken yard done, because that's where I'm trying to keep peeps in. Well, that didn't last long. Get back in there. Get back. Tom's back. Woody. Oh, Woody. Come on. Woodthalamus. Oh God. Get back in your. Get back in there. Get back in there. This is the moment where Roxy needs to decide, are you going to be in or out? Out, I guess. Unrolling this baby. Going that way. All the chickens still in, but Summer's thinking about figuring out a way to get out. She's a constant escape artist as well. Here we go. This is what you're missing out on, not being here today. Whoever put these posts in did a great job, because my 50 feet ended right here, which I'm just going to do a little rap ski here. And the fence is all in. I gotta secure it, of course, because it's bowing out pretty good. As my shirt gets completely shredded on the old fence here, I got another 30 feet of it just sitting here. Roxy Bear's there in the shade. All chickens are still in. They're in the shade back there. So I just gotta secure this up a little bit. It just occurred to me that I have not shown you how I'm doing this. Take one of these and you put it on there like that. I'm gonna wrap them all later after, I'm pretty sure. I'm only putting 2 in. The previous peeps put 3. I think 2 is fine. That's all I've ever used. Try to get this as straight as you can. It's not easy. This stuff's pretty flexible, and honestly should probably have more posts, but that would be a lot of expense and a lot of work putting more of those in. So you kind of just get it as tight as you can, and then when you get that spot, you put it in like that. Okay. Weird crink in this here, which isn't a huge deal, but kind of messing up my flow a little bit. Gotta weave. I found myself in a situation where I need to do some pruning here. We got a bit of a stump that's growing right beside my fence, and that's not gonna fly. I don't know if this is poison or not, so I put gloves on just in case. I should probably figure out what that looks like, because I got poison a year ago and it was like the worst thing that's ever happened to me for like a month. So let's just be careful around this. We'll cut out the thing that we don't want. If I can figure out how to open this, oh yeah, like that. And we'll just cut this thing down and not touch anything else. Hey, Woody. Oh no, we got an escape artist. Woody found her way outside. We're so close to having it done. Get back here. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. Get back in there. This is absolutely ridiculous. Whatever. I'll get her back eventually. I quit. There you go. There you go. You're back in. are you guys looking at? I was trying to show you what I'm doing down here. Come on now. I don't know if you can see it now, but Mellow Cat is up there. And she usually has this little spot where she goes through the fence, and I think she's realizing now that that spot doesn't exist anymore. So she's gonna have to find another route. She can go around the long way around the front of the house there. Or I'm sure there's a spot in the fence somewhere she can make it through. I'm in the hottest part on the hottest part of the day, but I've got 10 feet, well, 20 feet of fence left. I gotta go get another roll, my last roll. We're all the way down here. We made some good progress. We'll do this 20 feet and then I might keep going because we got it to use. So I'll get another 30 feet in. That way when next time when I do the whole yard, I only have to do like 1,500 feet instead of 1,520 feet or 30 feet. Math is getting hard out here in the heat. I let Bear go in a while back. I don't want her getting too hot out here. But this is the last one. All the chickens are in. This actually went really well. I was concerned how this was going to go. Perfect, other than a few escape artists that you saw. We got them back in. Let's finish this last little bit and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I did it. I got the fence all put in, and in good timing too, because there's a big old thunderstorm coming in, starting to rumble down here. So I'm just doing some cleanup work here, and I'll give you a close-up on the fence as it stands down there. I'm pretty happy with it, even though you really can't even tell that I did anything. Shouldn't be any more chickens getting loose. Plus I freed up a bunch of these pieces of wood and stones and things that were kind of secure in the bottom. Now it's right down there. It's looking good. If you're curious about the aftermath, there's part one, there's part two. Here's the rest of my stuff and my tools, but I'll take you down now. Pretend I'm not out of breath from doing all those trips. Definitely should have burned some calories today. I'll be excited to get on the scale tomorrow. Here's the sky, the big boomer's coming. I love thunderstorms. It's gonna be awesome, as long as we're not out here getting struck by lightning. But we got some time, I think. I left you off when I said, I just want to get this done. I think I was like right over here. So got all this. We still got a low spot down here because the chickens, they come down here, and you can see it under there too. They dig and they give themselves dirt baths. That's how they clean things off of themselves, actually clean themselves in dirt to get less dirty and parasites and things off of them. So that's what they do under these shade cloths, and they were doing that down here too. So I still keep some backups, but as you can see, there's a little gypsy moth. It's all the way down to the ground, so nothing should be able to get in here. It was at the point where there was a raccoon coming in here and getting drinks and eating food, which I'm okay with, but I don't need things getting in here and eating the chickens like a fox. We had foxes come in, and that's what happened to Tom Brown Sr., which is why we have little Tom now. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Everybody's very curious about the activities out here. If you ever want to do something and have an audience, you can make a YouTube video, or you could have chickens, because they're, you know, they watch you, they inspect. And this is why I do all this. This cost me, I think it was like 180 bucks for the 350-foot packages of fencing. So this is about $180 expense today to raise some chickens. You might say, Greg, that's kind of expensive. I don't know, but hey, these are like my pets. They produce eggs, which is great. Think about how much eggs cost, especially free range eggs. So I consider these guys to be free range, I suppose. I mean, they got a range. It's not too free. They made less free today, actually, but pasture raised maybe is what you'd call them. It's worth it, I think, and I just love them. This makes my day coming out here and watching them, feeding them. You guys see it all, so I'm happy to have those expenses. Not happy about the bugs, but I am happy about my wildflowers starting to come back. I think I planted a whole bunch of seeds in here. We'll see if they grow. It's been raining like crazy. Had a few nice days, and now the storm's coming back. So that's where I'm gonna leave you, I guess. I was hoping we get a nice couple cracks here on video, but I think I've taken enough of your time, and I feel like going in, maybe getting a drink, cooling down the air conditioning, and maybe getting a shower too. That's my ultimate goal. Nice cold shower, nice cold drink, nice cold air conditioning. Anything cold I'm down with right now. Thank you guys for tuning into my fence repairs. I know this is riveting content for most people, but you know, it's what I'm doing and it's what I share. So I hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a glorious rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next video. Here we go. Oh no, my car seat thing. Okay, I'm going. I had this out here drying. Gotta get that in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's good that I got my job done. There's the grill cover. Not on. There's Mellow Cat. Oh my goodness. My little kitty. My little kitty. Yeah. Oh, she's sleeping. Hey, it's raining out here. Chickyons, half in coop, half under shelter. Holy smokes. It's coming down, boys. I'm going in before I get struck by lightning. We don't need that for the end of the video, but I don't want to leave you hanging on the storm. It definitely came through, and I'm glad that I got my job done. Wow. It's really coming down from the side. What do you think, Bear? What's going on out there? Huh? What's going on out there?